funny. She is funny.
I'm so serious. I love her.
Yes, I love Adria too.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
We're tag team back again.
Yes, tag team back again. Okay.
I know. I do. I'm the one.
Yes.
I'm the
she
one.
does.
It's me.
Yes.
It's me.
Anyway, welcome to Real Talk.
Tender Hearts.
Conversations and
Caregiving.
caregiving. And we are really just excited about this whole platform. It's really been good. I think
so too.
it's been really good. So,
because even in talking about some of the things that we are sharing with you, it's making me rethink some things that I'm doing with the caregiving of my mother.
Right.
So, it's been good. Oh, we didn't even introduce ourselves. Once again, because we feel like you know us.
yes,
you know us. But for those who shame on you who don't know us, I'm Andrea.
And I'm Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Anyway,
well,
Real Talk, Tender Hearts,
conversations and caregiving.
All right.
Yes. So, hope everyone's doing well. How's it going with you?
It's going pretty good. Not too bad again. We are in the throes of the holiday. I hope you have up your tree. I have up mine. I light it every night. It's so pretty.
Okay, so I'm the bad one. All I do is put these huge wreaths up in the front of the house. That's all you getting out of me.
Well, I got the wreath on the door. I got the poinsettias on either side. And I have the gold Christmas tree in the house. I should have taken a picture so I could put it side by side. You can see it, but that's okay. Trust me. It's pretty.
She got
It's
it.
so pretty.
I was a manager at in the Christmas department in a major department store some years ago, and they started Christmas in September.
She's scarred. She's still scarred.
I was done with Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. If I hear that song one more time, I was like, So, but anyway, we know the reason for the season.
Yes, we do.
And I do keep it in mind. The
We do.
reason for the season is our Savior.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
So
is.
we keep that going on. Going on.
But you can't throw in a little Rudolph.
Yeah, you can throw a little Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. Or Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yes.
You can do that.
Yeah, Little Jackson 5.
A little Jackson 5. And of course, Temptations.
Silent
In my mind. I just want to be free. Okay. Sorry, copyright, and I can't sing. Even though my dad used to sing, I don't think that got to me.
Okay. We digress. We're going to get in with the episode. And what is this episode about?
Well, today we're going to be diving into some doctor appointments. I know that this is pretty important, I believe. Simply because as you know, things progress in life, even for yourself and for your loved one. You get a new doctor, you got a doctor's appointment, the doctor's talking technical, and you don't know what they're talking about.
And it's the end of the year too. A lot of doctors are trying to wind things up as well. Hopefully you took care of the insurance thing, because today is the 7th.
That's right. Today's the last day for the Medicare. Yes. But I did. I was able to go into the portal and check. But this is interesting. What happened? So my mother is a widow. And she was on my father's, she got my father's insurance. That's her secondary. Of course, Medicare now is her primary. And when she was on my father's insurance, her birth date was a year behind. No, a year behind of what she actually is. So for years, she thought she was a year younger than she actually is. And what was crazy is that when I called to check on it, they could not find her information. And I remembered my mom telling me she went on a cruise and had to get a birth certificate. And she said, Vanessa, I'm actually a year older than I thought I was. And I think when she signed up, because my dad died back in 1988, and when she went on a cruise in 96, that was when it came out, but she never changed it. And when I was checking on her insurance, they had her with the other birth year. So,
gosh, these things are so vital,
and
it's so necessary.
And
to
the funny part was
the correct information.
You gotta have the correct information.
You really do.
And had I not remembered that, you know, the lady was like, "Well, she getting benefits? How is this happening?" But it was because of that birth date, and I was able. Once we got that straight, I was able to go into her account. And of course, my mom's born in '38, so back in those days they had midwives. And so, of course, you know, for years my mom thought she was born in 1939. And in 1996, she found out she was born in 38. It was interesting.
And that's not uncommon.
Yeah,
that's
not
really
uncommon.
not uncommon for people of that generation to have some misinformation about things. So don't sit over there going, "What? How you not know how old you?"
Exactly.
It's really not uncommon.
That happens.
Calm down. Just get it right. Okay? Just get it right. So anyway, we're talking about doctor appointments.
And as you have, as being a caregiver, if they got multiple conditions, you got different doctors that attend to those conditions. You got your primary care, you got your cardiologist, you got your nephrologist, you got your orthopedic. So you tend to have quite a few doctors,
depending on whatever condition
that
they are experiencing.
Yeah. So, and excuse me. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, if you already have established doctors, you just kind of know, but just want to kind of give you some insight onto just helping you kind of navigate through that process. With setting your appointment,
are we going to come from the stance of just with the primary care?
Yeah,
for right now.
Yeah, for right now,
we're just gonna base it on the primary care.
Yeah, because with the primary care, normally your primary care refers you to the other specialist.
Correct.
But the procedures and the things you need to do, the process is pretty much the same. It's very similar. So with your primary care, which is the main doctor that kind of sees everything, checks everything out, does all the blood work or whatever.
Yes.
When you're setting that appointment. So first of all, you know, if they're able to drive themselves, I don't know, you know, you want to ask your loved one to set an appointment, just to and consider your schedule so you can go to the appointment with them. First of all, let me proceed this with, when you're going to the doctor appointments, the doctor, they're speaking in this terminology that a lot of times as your caregiver or your senior, they're just kind of like, okay, yeah,
have no idea.
All right, so what's the pill?
No idea.
Right, and it's what's the pill? Okay, I'm taking this pill for
you
what?
Want me to take this?
Okay,
and that's it.
So it is very, very advantageous for you to attend these doctor appointments.
Yes, it really
with
is.
your parent, with your senior, with your loved one. Because that way you can get more clarity on whatever the condition is and what it is they have to take. So first of all, with setting an appointment, you want to make sure the time of day. Do you want morning, midday, or do you want afternoon? Why that is important, because, you know, they're taking medications. And if they're having blood work done, a lot of times they have to fast for a certain amount of hours.
That's right.
So if they have an afternoon appointment, they probably got to go most of the day without eating.
That's right.
And the medication that they're taking requires to have food. So you want to consider that part. What is the best time of day to have the appointment? For me, I always do mornings with my mom because she does take medication. And I don't want her to go all day without eating before she does that blood work. And of course, what's important too is on the day of the appointment, whatever medications they're taking, let them take that on point. And I learned this from my mom's primary care. They want to see if the medication is working. So you need to take it as directed, even on the day of the appointment. Most medications I think you can take without food, but you want to do that because if the doctor has prescribed medication and they're supposed to take it in the morning, but say you didn't take it and you go to the doctor appointment, their blood pressure and their blood sugar high.
Right.
Well, the doctor is going to say, well, are you taking your medication? Yes, but I didn't take it this morning. So see, he doesn't have a trail of knowing if it's working. So it's important for you to make sure to let that doctor know, oh yeah, it's working, we just didn't take it this morning.
And that's why a lot of times they will say, go ahead and take your
Right.
your medication as scheduled. If you're having blood work, like Vanessa was saying, more times than not, you have to do a fast. But they will tell you, go ahead and take your medication
Right.
as scheduled.
Right, so that they can see that works.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you're setting an appointment,
Yeah.
just consider that
Time
with
of
the
day.
time of day.
Yeah.
What time of day, if somebody has to take them, when would they be able to take them?
Yes. Yeah.
For me, I work from home twice a week, so all my mom's appointments are on the days that I'm working from home.
Exactly.
And so you just got to kind of look at that. And also, when you're setting the appointment, if you have any issues or something that you want to question or address, sometimes the appointment takers say, well, is there something specific going on?
Yeah.
Let them know that when you're setting the appointment, and have your notes,
Yes.
if there's something that you want to address. A lot of times they will, when you set an appointment, they'll put, okay, need to check this medication or whatever. So with that all of this goes into setting an appointment. So remember that time of day is very important for yourself, well, specifically for the person that you're caregiving for, because you want to make sure that they're not going too long without eating, where they're not able to take their medicine. And most medications, I think you can take it without food, long as they have water. And I do say that morning times are the best appointments to take, because you're not going very long without food. Most of the medications they take are in the morning, and you got the doctor when he's fresh, the medical nurses when they're fresh, and it makes a
swear by
huge
that.
difference. Because if you wait till the afternoon and they just like, okay, when is this last
I'm
appointment?
done.
After lunch, they're done with it.
Now, I really do feel that way. But my mother, I know it's a long process to get her
Yes.
situated.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I don't make morning appointments for her. Her appointments may be late afternoon.
That's a good point.
So, it is contingent upon what's going on with the individual person that you're caring
Good point.
for.
Yeah.
If you can easily get them together in the morning, I say do morning appointments. Like
Yeah.
she say, I think that's the best time for doctors to be fresh. But if you have a senior and it takes them a little while to get dressed, or they're incapable of doing it on their own, and you have to help them,
That's good.
then you probably are going to fare better with having afternoon appointments.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Thank you for pointing that out. That's
You're
a good
welcome.
point. Very good.
Yes.
So, so now we're going to say we're preparing for the appointment. And when you're preparing for the appointment, I would say that, just kind of think about, I have actually a medical bag for my mom, where I have all her documentation. They do ask for you to take what current medicines they're taking. Nowadays, just as a side note, they do a lot of the pre-check-ins on
Yes,
the computer
sure
and on
do.
your mobile phone.
You're right.
In which I know with my mom's doctors and in the system she's in, all the doctors can see everything. Once I put it in, they just want to make sure is everything the same, has anything changed.
Right.
So
That's
that
great.
does help out now with the technology. You're not filling out papers in the
The same
waiting
time
room.
as your appointment.
Right.
Most doctors have gone to
Yeah.
that system now.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and take
Yeah,
care of
just
that.
do that.
Go
Do that
and do
ahead of
pre-check
time.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean pre-check-in.
Yeah, the pre-check-in, like I said, they'll send you a link on your mobile phone or to your email.
Absolutely.
So you'll have that, and normally that'll come probably just as soon as after you hang up the phone from making the appointment.
They sure
so
do,
you
which
can
doesn't
go
make
ahead
any
and knock
sense.
that out.
Yeah, but yeah.
And so when you're preparing for your appointment, I would say go ahead and get your medical bag together with the documentation, any type of visits. Like I have all my mom's, paperwork from when she was in the hospital, earlier this year, and labs and anything that I've made notes of. So I call it her doctor bag.
because sometimes, I mean, we have so much that we're contending with. Just keep a bag, like
Just
Vanessa
keep a
said.
bag.
If you don't have the stuff listed in your phone in your notes section, it may be advantageous for you to keep a bag.
Yeah, if you have
and
if
keep
you
those
have
paperwork and stuff together.
Right, 'cause
and
I
you can
even
already
got-
have it.
Right, like I have her orthopedic X-rays
I
from her
agree.
knees.
I agree.
And things like that. So just have that bag,
Yeah.
and that's the bag that I take.
Yeah.
So and always the night before, what I do is I make sure that whatever equipment she needs, I have 2 walkers. I have a walker upstairs and I have one that's down here near the car. So I always like to try to get the car ready as soon as, the night before. Like I bag the car in closest to the door so it can be easier for her. So any type of equipment that your senior may have, or your parent, if you have, I always tend to have a duplicate. Like she got 2 canes, she got 2 walkers, she got 2 of everything. Because it can be a bit cumbersome when you're dragging things up and down the stairs. If that's feasible. Just make sure you have everything there and go ahead and just have the car ready. Have things in the car. I'll put her medical bag in the car.
Yeah.
You
Make
know.
your life easy.
Yeah.
Make your life easy. You're dealing with your once an adult, twice a child.
And that
I
is,
mean, it's
was so funny.
the truth.
My mother
I
just
used to hear that, and I didn't believe it until I
Get
started
this.
being a caretaker.
My mother just said this yesterday.
Tell you.
Because we went out. That's a whole story. We had to do that on another episode.
Another day.
And so it was cold here. As you can see, got a little fur. And so I had to button up her coat. And what was funny, she couldn't snap it. So I had to snap it. I said, okay, let me snap you up and put your hood on. And she looked, she said, isn't it funny? She said, I'm the child now. I say, yes, you are.
I snap stuff all the time
you
now.
be snapping it on,
snapping gowns,
making sure.
I'm putting on house shoes.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot now.
Yeah.
Those seniors who can still do them things for themselves, bravo to you. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
But if you have a senior that's incapable of doing things, a lot of things on their own, this is the world we're in.
Yep, that's the world.
This is the caregiver world that we are in.
Yep.
And we are preparing to go to the doctor. Carry on, continue.
So next you want to look at, first of all, do you preparing some snacks? Now, like
Oh
for
my God.
example, yes, my mom be hungry after the doctor's appointments. So first of all, like for example, my mother, we make the early doctor appointments like 8:00.
Yes.
So she gets up at 6. I don't have no issue with her. She's able to dress herself. And so, and in addition to that, make sure they take whatever morning medications 2 hours before their appointment. Because it will take the medicine that they're taking, it'll take it about an hour and a half for it to get in their system to be effective. So whatever medications they're taking, make sure they take it 2 hours before their appointment. That way the doctor can see that medication's working. But back to the healthy snacks, I have a little lunch bag. She loves her grapes. So I'll put her grapes, I'll put some nuts, make sure she has a bottle of water, put that in there because depending on how long the appointment is, they're going to probably be a little hungry. So just prepare a little snack bag. And also, you want to make sure you arrive at least 30 minutes prior to the appointment. Make sure that you're getting up so that you can get there 30 minutes before, because you got to think of parking.
Yes.
If you have to go to the little drive-up thing and drop them
off.
and then you go find your parking space. You want to make sure that you have enough time. I have the biggest issue trying to find parking space.
Even if
So-
you have a handicap decal, because guess
Yes,
what?
they are
All
taking
the other people with handicap decals
Yes.
are there too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then also the night before, make any notes that you might have with questions that you may have regarding any type of side effects you may have noticed or some things that you noticed going on. So you can have those questions there for the doctor. And also with your senior, if they're able to cognitively, communicate, make sure that they tell you, okay, how are you
Right.
feeling with this? What's going on? Well, is there something going on every morning? Well, with my mom, I ask her every morning, how you doing today? Oh, my elbow hurt. Well, let's just stretch it out. But if the elbow continue to hurt, then that might be something to look at. So you want to ask them. And again, you want to ensure those medications are taken 2 hours prior to the appointment. You're making notes of any concerns, any questions or concerns, if there's changes in appetite, whatever is going on.
And this is something we discussed in a prior episode that we hope you saw, but it's okay to repeat these things because it's continuous.
It's a continuous.
This is a continuous thing that we're going through.
And again, this is preparing for the appointment, which would be the night before, maybe a couple days before. But this is what you got to do, preparing for the appointment.
Yes.
And also, talk to your senior about what to expect. What to expect during the appointment. Okay, well, when you go in, they're going to take your weight. They may, if you got blood sugar issues, they'll check your blood sugar. They're going to poke you. If you got to have a long wait, if it's going to be, a long wait, then, let them know what to expect from the doctor. What is the doctor going to do? I do know that what Medicare now, I think, requires what they call a wellness exam.
Yes.
Where, they might ask them they always tell my mom to draw a clock and what time it is. So, and then to remember some things. So if it's one of those wellness exams, let your senior know what to expect during that appointment. Also with, if you lay out your items that you need for the next appointment day, like for clothing, have your senior, pick out the clothing, have all that where you can get it and it can be easy on the morning of the appointment. Like once I prepare my little snack bag, it's no cold items, but I have it like down here, on the way out the door. Have that bag sitting there.
Yes.
And like say for example their shoes, what kind of shoes they're gonna wear, what their clothes, if they need, my mama loves to iron, if they need iron, so just have all the items that they're gonna need for their appointment as far as their outfit already and laid out. So next we have appointment day. On appointment day, of course, set your time, give yourself time to get your loved one up, to if you need to assist them, like Andrea said, getting them together. If you have to assist them with getting dressed and everything, you want to make sure, and also keep in mind, now if you're doing blood work, you're not really eating in the morning, but it may be sometimes when they're not doing blood work and they can have maybe some breakfast or something to eat. So that's what you got to think about. If you need to give them some food, take that into account. Again, that's all with the time you're setting your appointment, and also giving yourself time with those things or what you need to do. So again, you want to make sure that you arrive early, to make sure you got time to find a parking space. If you got to take the elevator, with using equipment, like I have a mobile wheelchair that I have to take out the car and things like that. So you want to do that. And also on appointment day in home, just arise early, give yourself a lot of time to get everything together.
I know you may feel like, why are you all telling us these things? We know. I know. No.
You got it. We want to make it easy.
We're telling you.
And trust me, I went through the learning, the growing pains.
We're telling you, especially if you are dealing with a senior.
Yes. And what it is,
it's a different world.
It's a different world. I just learned about the medication thing not even a couple months ago, about making sure that you take it so far ahead so it can work and the doctor can see it work. So
wow. See?
So we're still learning.
Yeah, still learning.
And so on appointment day, when you get to the appointment, I'm sure they always ask the weight, to take the blood pressure and things like that.
May ask for a urine sample.
Yeah,
so
they may
now
ask
that
for a urine
means they
sample.
have to drink so much water.
Right. And so and during that appointment, on appointment day, make sure the nurse will ask what's going on, if there's anything specific, and communicate that to her. She's going to make her notes, and then when the doctor come in, address whatever specific issues are going on, and make sure you have clarity on it. Ask those questions about the medications. Have him to break it down. Say, hey, okay,
what should I expect?
What should I expect with this
This
medication?
medication.
Or how's this medication going to work? Or what, he might say whatever concern she has, it might be a new condition that has arisen. Okay, how does this work?
This medication work in conjunction with
Right.
the one she's already taken.
Right. So you want to make sure all your issues are addressed. Make
Yeah.
sure you're comfortable with all of the issues that are addressed. And again, don't be afraid when you go home. Do your research, because you probably ain't gonna learn everything.
Nope.
And so once you feeling comfortable and you having all of those issues addressed, normally you will be making your follow-up appointment right after you see the doctor. So when you check it out, you're making your appointment for the next time.
Yes.
Again, just what I said before. When you're setting your appointment, think about the time of day. Think about what's going to work as far as how long it take you to get your senior together. If they got to take medication, to eat, whatever. So when you're making that point, when you're making those follow-up appointments, make sure it's convenient for the transportation person. You gotta make sure
and
that.
they'll even tell you, well, we didn't do blood work this time, so we'll do it next time.
Right.
They can kind of tell you in advance when
Right.
you'll be doing it the next
Right.
appointment, and
Right.
that can determine what time of day you make the
Right.
appointments as well. We still advocate taking mornings.
Yes. And then
But
too,
if you can't,
if you can't,
you just can't.
it's okay.
Yes, okay.
And then too, even once you make that appointment, a lot of times it might be 3 months in advance or whatever.
Yeah.
If you need to change it, they'll tell you you got a certain time frame that you can change that appointment. And so, like I said, when you're making your follow up, think about first of all, transportation. Can transportation take during this time? Plus, again, into the fact of what's the best time for your senior.
Yeah.
And so, but believe it or not, you can have fun with the appointment, because guess what? Especially like some people, Shirley, who can sit in there and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" and making the little comments and making jokes and and everything. So you can have fun at the appointment.
Love her.
I think they do love her, or the seniors
Yes.
better.
Yeah, some of them.
Because some of the seniors, they just kind of chilling. And
they love my mother,
and
because she's
doing
always
everything.
saying she wants a boyfriend, and that's the first thing they'll ask. Miss Martha, are you still trying to get a boyfriend? It's like,
That
why
is
are you
funny.
encouraging this?
Mine's always want to eat. So the time we finish with the appointment,
Yes, Miss Shirley.
it's like, oh, I'm a little hungry. What we gonna eat?
I love
What
it.
I got a taste for?
I love
And I'm like, that's why I have to prepare snacks. Now you may not have to do snacks, but I always gotta have food. And then she may not want the food I got. I'll
my
tell
God.
you. But yeah.
Girl, don't
so-
make me choke.
but you can have fun with the appointment.
Right.
So, and the good part is when the doctor say, "Well, I'll see you back in 3 months." That means your senior doing all right.
Yes, we want to hear that.
We wanna
hear everything is fine.
We want to hear everything is fine.
If they did blood work, they'll usually call you in a day or so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing
Yeah.
you're experiencing for you.
Right.
But seniors is just a little.
It just take a little
Just
bit
take
more.
more
You got a
time.
little bit more
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And everything. So again, those are the things you want. And then whatever notes you got, put that in that appointment bag so you can have it for the next time.
Yes.
And again, with the technology, like with what my mom has on the network, we can see everything with her visits,
Yes.
whatever the doctor notes are, any type of correspondence, all of that is there.
It's listed. So,
And it makes life easy. It does.
I think did you cover?
Okay.
Did
Well,
you?
that sounds good. I think I covered all my notes.
Okay. Very good.
I tell you.
I don't have anything to add.
What? Oh, this is so funny. I love it. I love it.
What you mean, what?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Okay, you know what? You just give us the
Well-
words. Just give us some motivational moments because we have come to the conclusion of this episode. It was very good. I don't know what she's talking about, and me not having anything to add. My presence is adding.
Yeah.
My presence is
your
adding.
presence. Your presence is everything.
But however, she is
It
going to
is
give us our
everything.
motivational moments.
It's everything.
Okay.
So, all right. So, really, I didn't write down anything with my vote.
Now here we go. What?
I really didn't, but something did come to mind that I read that says, you think big when you're doing the small things. That way, the small things will go in the right direction. I can't think of who the author was of that.
Repeat that again.
Think big when you're doing small things. That way, the small things will go in the right direction. Meaning, you have a big picture, you have a goal. But it's little steps to get to that goal. And a lot of times, those little steps can be very redundant. So what you want to do is while you're doing those small steps, think about the big picture. And that way, those small steps will go in that right direction to get to your big goal. So that's something I have to think about. I do have to think about it. I do have to think about it sometimes for myself. Because sometimes, you can get tied up into the small things and the details. But you know that you said, oh, I want to be here. But you got to do those little things. And if you do them and keep that big picture in mind, the little things will head to that direction.
Very good.
So again, with the action, think about going ahead and preparing that medical bag. That can work.
That was smooth.
Work that.
That was. You see how she worked that around back to the appointment thing.
Prepare that medical bag.
Yeah.
Because I will say that most of them, they do want you to bring a listing of your current medications.
Yes.
That's always a big thing.
Yeah.
Even
just in case you forgot, you may have forgotten something.
Right.
If you already have that bag prepared, then there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
She said,
I did it. I said it. Okay.
All right. So again, we conclude another episode. All right.
And we are so glad that you decided to watch.
Yes.
We have decided to subscribe.
Yes.
And we hope that we are giving you some important information.
Yeah. And as it is cold, outside.
Yeah. Wrap up.
So
now.
wrap up and stay safe, stay healthy. And remember, I didn't say this on the last episode.
What didn't you say?
You gotta care for yourself so you can care for others. That's the mantra.
Yeah.
Care for yourself so you can care for others. Okay.
All right. And what's the other last thing you need to say about subscribe?
Oh, and don't forget to like us and click that little notification button so that you can know when there's a new episode.
Yes.
We
Until
love
then,
you.
we love you.
We love you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay warm.
Bye-bye.
Cause baby, it's cold outside.
And there we go again.
It's cold outside. It's cold outside.
Okay. We're gone.